All right, welcome to our third official day of e-learning here. Just like with the last two guys, I want to take a few minutes here to go through just to make sure that we're all on the same page, to try to maybe answer some questions about the previous two e-learning days, and give you also some due dates so that you can kind of plan ahead to make sure that we're staying on track with what we should have been doing for all three of these e-learning days. So first thing you can see here, I've got a couple due dates. Just kind of a rundown of what you guys should have been doing for Wednesday's e-learning day. That was to finish your 6.2 big ideas assignment. I think I have about half of you that have submitted, so the other half, make sure you keep working through it. I've actually got that opened up now until Tuesday night at midnight. So technically it's due Wednesday, but it'll close at midnight on Tuesday night. Now, with that and then some of these other worksheets and assignments, guys, I will answer some of these questions in class. So if you're really struggling, don't panic. Just make sure you're trying to do the best you can. If you can finish it and submit it, that's great. If not, we will have some time in class on Monday. Now, for Thursdays, you had just a puzzle worksheet that was very similar to what we had talked about for 6.2. That will be due on Thursday. And then for Fridays, you're going to do basically the first part of the 6.3 section, the big ideas, which is dealing with some exponential functions. That won't be due until next Friday. Okay. Now, so those are just, again, kind of a rundown. On Monday, will go through questions on all of these. I will make sure I continuously post these dates, talk about it with you. Big thing, especially with the big ideas, make sure you have it on a separate piece of paper ready to turn in. That puzzle worksheet, if you haven't done, I'll have some copies that I can print off for you. You can work through it there. And then the same thing with our big ideas assignment. Okay. Now, as far as Fridays, what I want you to do, okay, I've got a video, found a math teacher online that has gone through the notes similar to how we are going to or would go through them in class. Okay. Now, we're just going to look at the first part of it. You can see I've got it right here. I want you just to go watch this video until you get to 502. Okay, you can see there's a picture of graphing. We are not talking about graphing. That's what we will look to do when we get back together on Monday. You're just going to look at how to identify what are exponential functions and then also doing some plugging in. So once you get to the graphing part of it, it's right at 502. Stop the video. Okay, so you're just watching the first 5 minutes. So I do have two links for it. And now, with that, if you go to big ideas, okay, you'll go to assignments. You can see that you've already got an assignment on there. Okay, the 6.2 is on there if you haven't finished that, and then also the 6.3 is part one. Okay, now I've got it open until the 7th, which is next Thursday at midnight because it's not due until Friday. And now, lastly, I think I've said it in every video this week. You do have some resources available to you that I think will help. It's the original dynamic classroom. If we click on that, now we're still in chapter 6, but we are moving on to our next section, which is going to be 6.3. Okay, and you'll see it on your video. We are just focusing on basically example 1 and example 2. Okay, so these resources over here where it's talking about both example 1 and example 2, those will be good to help out. Right, so again, just to recap, we've got assignment and some due dates. Okay, your 6.2 one won't be due until Wednesday. The one from Thursday will be due next Thursday, and then the one that you're going to start on Friday will be due next Friday. Right, guys, I'd like to think that we'll be back in class on Monday. We'll be able to sort through any questions you have. I would try to get as much done as you can. I would hate for you to try to have to catch all this up next week. Okay, but Monday on class, we'll talk about anything we need to. If you need to come see me during homeroom, I'm down in 708. You are more than welcome to see me. So reach out with any questions you have, and then we'll look forward to seeing you guys back on Monday morning.